I gotta add more to my drink. What's up, everyone? What's up, chat? Vince Williams here. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. I decided why not go live for a little bit, hang out with everybody in chat, maybe do a couple magic tricks, and see how everyone's doing today. I do hope that everyone's having a great week. I just got home myself. I actually went and checked out the movie Obsessed. I don't know if anybody has gone to go see that movie yet, but I definitely recommend it. It was kind of a pretty wild movie, I'm not gonna lie. So there has never been a film to literally get me screaming inside of the theater. But Obsession definitely got me. I felt like super embarrassed at first because I literally screamed out loud. I was just like, oh God, like such a great movie. So definitely make the time to go check it out if you haven't, because again, I really do recommend it. But again, I hope everyone's having a great week so far. I really do. I have a couple of shows coming up, as well as some pop-up events here in San Antonio, which I'm super excited for, mainly because I was able to work on a couple of new merch designs. So that's what I've been doing for like literally the past 4 or 5 days, is trying to make as much merch with the new design as possible, which I think it came out pretty cool. I think the merch came out pretty good. But yeah, went to go check out Obsession. Such a great movie. Such a great movie. Is it black magic? I don't know. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I can't tell you all my secrets. Where am I from? I am from Texas. Where's everyone from in chat? Where's everyone from? And if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're reoccurring, how long have you been subscribed for? Let me know. But yeah, that new movie Obsession is so good. If you haven't seen it, make some time to go check it out. Because yeah, like I said, there hasn't been a movie to genuinely get me screaming, but there was this one scene from Obsession that definitely got me. Memphis, amazing. I appreciate everybody tuning in and vibing. I really do. I decided just to hop on live, see how everyone's doing. Sorry, I've already had a couple of these guys, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. Who here has seen my videos before? Or who here is a new viewer? I'm amazing at doing that. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you thinking so. I've grown so much. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully, it's not in a bad way. Hopefully, it's not. But yeah, I apologize for not being as active here on the main channel. I have been posting quite consistently on the second channel, which consists of primarily short formatted videos. So, real quick magic clips and all that good stuff. But I'm actually working on some pretty cool projects for this main channel. I will be archiving about 80 to 90% of the pre-existing content here on the main channel, but that's just to make room for the new content. And yeah, I appreciate you tuning in and showing your support. You're from India? That's amazing. How's the weather? Appreciate you tuning in. How long have you been subscribed for, if you don't mind me asking? I will be doing a couple of magic tricks here in a moment. Like I said, I just wanted to vibe, see how everyone's doing in chat, and yeah. Hope everyone's having a great week. Hope everyone's having the best day that they can possibly have today. I appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out. I really do. ICD, what does that mean? Well, I appreciate you tuning in and not swiping away. I really do. So I definitely want to stream more consistently here through YouTube because typically I stream through TikTok. But yeah, I decided why not switch it up a little bit. Oops, switch it up a little bit and go live here on YouTube. So I appreciate that. And let me know if anybody wants to see some magic, because yeah, we be vibing, hanging out, listening to some good music and all that. But yeah, you've been subscribed since I was a teenager? Really? I kind of want to pick your brain for a little bit, if you don't mind me asking. So when you say a teenager, can you care to elaborate? Well, thank you so much, friend. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you just vibing and hanging out. I really do. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Oh, you ordered merch? Well, I appreciate it. I'm actually working on some brand new designs, and I'm gonna be getting rid of the Teespring, I want to say, is the current online platform that I use for the merch. I'm actually gonna be moving and migrating all the existing designs to another website that seems to be a little bit more consistent and quicker, and their quality seems to be just a smidge much better. But I will be making an announcement once that does happen. But I really do appreciate the fact that you threw your support my way. Really do. And by the way, would you like to check out the new merch? I just finished not too long ago. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Was much younger. Well, I appreciate you sticking around. You know, even though, like I said, I haven't been as consistent, it's mainly because I've been focusing on just live shows, uh, live events. I do contract work, so typically I'll do like random events throughout the weekends and seasons and go to just various different venues around San Antonio and show magic for a few hours and all that good stuff. So I've been just preoccupied doing all of that. But yeah, this year I've just been really pushing behind the scenes, trying to um, map out and figure out the best way of producing and releasing more online content and focusing more online. Just because I do miss posting, I miss posting just the random magic videos and just random like YouTube videos or just all that. So I decided this year to kind of take some time and work on that sort of direction moving forward. But yeah, appreciate you vibing, hanging out. You said David Copperfield. Yeah, that's my dad. Don't you know? Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I won't complain. It's definitely had its ups and its downs, but like I said, I've been consistent, um, been having bookings, the contract work, so no complaints. No complaints. Oh, and by the way, I am releasing kind of like a loose autobiography type deal. That's also what I've been working on behind the scenes for the past like year and so, which hopefully people will go and check it out once it drops, because yeah, it's been an interesting experience so far, talking about the book specifically, because I want it to be based primarily off the experiences that I've endured growing up, and as a magician, professionally, non-professionally, and all that stuff. So it's definitely been an interesting um, experience to go down. But like I said, hopefully people enjoy it. Oh man, this drink's already getting to me. It's already getting me, chat. Whew. Oh yeah, and the dirty south. Yeah. No, there's on some real. The reason why this book's taking me so long is because like I'm talking about a lot of things. Like even before I get to the career and the magic and stuff. Because again, I'm not too sure how long you've been supporting, but when I was performing for the bands and working through Warp Tour, the alternative press, getting signed to YouTube, doing all this stuff, there was a lot of things going on like behind the scenes in my personal life and things that I didn't necessarily talk about, obviously, like on a platform and all that stuff. So the book's gonna talk about a lot of that, a lot of like the behind the scenes, a lot of the experiences, and I'm just nervous mainly because I haven't been that open in quite some time. Because I try to be as open as I possibly can, but like I said, there's been a lot of those sort of things where I didn't really want to talk about. I didn't feel like I had a place to kind of be within the magic and what I was doing at the time. But I sat down, spoke to um, a buddy of mine, and we're going through kind of like this idea of structuring or restructuring this book idea. And we're like, you know what? I think that now is the perfect time to start working on it and piecing it together and legitimizing it. And it's definitely been, an eye opener. It's definitely been an interesting, sort of experience. But like I said, hopefully people enjoy it, and hopefully people will kind of get an idea of like kind of what went into a lot of this. sort of thing. But yeah, so I'm trying to be like not. I'm trying to be vague, because I can't really talk about too much. Be confident in our word. Yeah, of course. It's just when you put so much of you in something, you just want to make sure that people receive it in a positive light, and regardless, I'm going to be doing whatever it is that I want to do, and hopefully people will relate to it and stuff. But like I said, with the book specifically, it's just a very raw, open, that's just it, like being open, open to a lot of the things that I've experienced and gone through. Like I said, as a magician, working in the industry, as well as just a regular dude just trying to figure out his way in the world. So it's very nerve-wracking, nerve-wracking in a way. Cheers, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. I really do appreciate everyone vibing. Where is everyone tuning in from? And if this is your first time seeing this face, let me know. How is everyone? Sorry, I'm already like 3 drinks in this. Give me a second, chat. I wonder if that'll mess up the light. What do you think, chat? What do you think? No, that's fine. That's fine. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Having a drink and just vibing with everyone. I appreciate everyone just vibing and hanging out. I really do. What's up, chat? How's everyone doing? Where's everyone tuning in? Where's everyone from? Let me know. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week so far. I appreciate everybody tuning in, hanging out. I really do. Whoa! My bad. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying, Obsession. If you haven't seen the movie Obsession, I definitely recommend it. There hasn't been a movie to make me literally scream, like just scream, in like ever. Yet this movie got me to scream 2 times, 2 freaking times. Such a great movie. Such a great movie. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. Because, yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of the best movies. Well, I should say best horror movie in 2026. So definitely go check it out if you haven't. Highly recommend it. Highly. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. One-handed. Oh, I freaking dropped it. Who? Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop before I make a mess again. Earlier I did that and I made such a mess. Let's see. Hold on. Doing. Ooh, no, I shouldn't do that. Oh, that would have been so cool. Oh, what's up, friends? Sorry. Kind of having a few drinks. That's probably why I can't catch it. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were watching. I forgot. I was streaming. So, yeah. I'm just hanging out. How are you? Sorry, I was just playing around. I didn't realize I had viewers. I'm sorry. But greetings. Hope everyone's having a great week. I just went and watched Obsession. It was a great movie. It's a pretty good movie. Johnny Depp. Who's that? Who is that? Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I told you, Cammy. I told you. I can't escape it. That's why I drink. That's why I drink again. Because they don't call me Vince Williams, but they call me Johnny Depp. Chat, I do not look like Johnny Depp. You cannot look at me and say that I look like Johnny Depp. Imagine me without the mustache, the goatee, and the beard. No, hombre, now you're getting me all ranting and shit. Is that what you're doing? Rage baiting me? Trying to rage bait me, chat? Into ranting about things that shouldn't matter? God, don't do this to me, chat. I was having a fantastic day. I was just vibing, hanging out, trying to see what's up with chat. I went and saw a movie today. I'm trying to have a little drinky drink. Just vibe. But then you want to call me Johnny Depp. No manches, I'm not Johnny Depp. Mm-mm. Oof. No. No Johnny Depp. No way. No way. Seriously, I think it's because of the hair, the facial hair, and that's it. That's it. Refuse to acknowledge anything else. I refuse. I refuse, chat. I refuse. By the way, how's the sound? How's the music? Is it too low? Can you hear it? Can you hear me? Do I need to yell? Do I need to project my voice? How's everyone? Oh man, by the way, just watched Obsession. Such a great horror movie. By the way, I love that everyone recently in horror, they're doing this whole like relationship horror sort of thing. Love it. Love it. Want more of it. Mm. Oh no, you didn't upset me. No, no, no. I'm just trolling. I'm so sorry if I sounded genuinely upset. No, it doesn't bother me. Fun fact, my sister used to call me Edward. I never knew why, but growing up, she would call me Edward. It's because of Edward Scissorhands. And once I grew up, I was like, why do you call me Edward? She's like, because of Edward Scissorhands. It's like, no, wait, no. Didn't believe it until I started live streaming on TikTok during the whole like Johnny Depp Amber Heard debacle. Because then I went viral because a lot of people were like, oh my God, is that Johnny Depp? And given the fact that I was skinnier and really packed on the makeup. But yeah. So no, 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 I'm just trolling. I'm just giving you a hard time. Everything's good. I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you. But yeah, Obsession. Great movie. Great movie. I'm sorry, we're talking about the movie. Sorry, I had to text the movie. Cool trailer. The girl's very obsessed. Oh man, yeah. Like so I got super triggered off the movie. I had to be like, it's just a movie. But it was so good. It was so good. Very triggering because obviously I've had my fair hand with obsessed individuals, unfortunately. So a lot of like the dialogue was very triggering in a way. But that's what makes horror, or at least good horror, phenomenal. When it can take from reality, take from truth, take from something that we all can relate to and use that as a driving force for the horror, I'm all for it. Like I said, with Obsession, it triggered me in the sense of like there was moments in there where I was like, oh man, I remember going through similar situations, right? And because my mind was drifting off into that, whenever there was like a jump scare, it would get me because like my mind was over here, but then so like um definitely know that, that it's very triggering, but in a way of like, for me personally, I'm like, that's what makes fantastic horror. But it definitely did its job. I really recommend it. Definitely recommend it because great horror movie. And like I said, I really like this whole relationship horror that's going on because I feel like that was an untapped demographic that horror hasn't really focused on too much. And the fact that, with the film Together, and I forget this, I forget the other one that was in 2025, but it had to do with like relationships and all that. Really love the fact that Hollywood is focusing on like relationships and all that. Because if you guys didn't know, like back in the 50s, at least with like Western uh, traditional cinema, at least here in like the US, in the 50s, it was very much like the whole taking the portrait of what an American family is supposed to be, right? Like a wife, a husband, a child, a dog, a house, a picket fence, a nice suburban home, or whatever the case. So then you got, the body snatchers, you got, the aliens, you can't trust your neighbors because you don't know whether or not they're actually, humans or if they're body snatchers or aliens. So it played on that whole normality, right? And obviously in like the 80s, 90s, there was the satanic panic. So they played into the voodoo, they played into the Satanism, they played into all of that stuff. So with horror, it's always reflective on what's going on with society currently. Even down to like, what is it, Night of the Living Dead, the black and white film that was about, the zombies, and they forticated within, a building, so to speak, or whatever. If you look at the zombies, they were wearing like Confederate uniforms and things like that. So it was talking about, racial inequality that was going on within, the Western world. Fun fact with George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, that was the first time they ever saw an African American assume the position of a leading role. On top of that, be the voice of reason. On top of that, slap literally the living daylights of a white woman that was like talking all this crazy stuff, being like, you got to go to the basement, da 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 da, like blah blah blah, because she was based off of her racist, uh, tendencies. And it took, and then at the very end of that film, it's the most shocking ending of all, that he went through and endured not only the segregation, not only the racism, not only, trying to convince these people, we got to do this to survive a zombie apocalypse. He went through all of that, to end up, demising under the hands of the government, which is a very, very profound ending to a horror film. So like when you look at horror, it always took from a piece of truth, a piece of what's going on in society. So I'm glad that like horror now is like taking at least, the whole part of relationships and trying to connect with someone and using that as a vehicle towards telling a really good horror story. I'm really loving that, really vibing there. But yeah, definitely go check out Obsession if you haven't. Usually I don't really rave about horror movies or movies in general and be like go watch it, but definitely go watch it because definitely a great well written experience. Sorry, I went on this whole freaking fun fact chat. I used to be on a horror podcast. So we used to talk about horror movies. So that's why I kind of go through this whole thing. But yeah. What's up, Panda? How are you? By the way, it took some time to get myself familiar with your content. I really, 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 really enjoy what you're doing. You actually got me like inspired to take some time to formally, a way of showcasing my sideshow. So for that, I want to thank you. I want to say thank you for doing what you do. And I'm glad that we crossed paths because genuinely, if you were closer in proximity, I would have loved to do business with you. I would have loved to try to do shows and build something together. But either way, really do appreciate the fact that you took the time and reached out and showed your support. I have seen, like I said, your YouTube channel, and I gotta find you on Facebook. That's the next thing. But yeah, before I forgot, I wanted to tell you that, give you your flowers, because yeah, definitely I love what you're doing out there, and hopefully your recent event went great. I think I saw, unless like it was older, but I want to say that you had an event and you were doing some sort of events. Hopefully all of that went well. Hopefully you were able to fry some minds and do what branch out and network. You love horror movies? Cami, what are some of your favorite horror movies? Or chat, what are some of y'all's favorite horror movies? Ooh, Nightbreed. That's a fantastic movie. That's a great movie. Love it. I haven't heard much people talk about Nightbreed. And I'm also surprised that there hasn't been a studio trying to adapt that for modern audiences. Because I feel like Robert Eggers, maybe Robert Eggers, can like do his thing and like I wouldn't necessarily say remake it, but maybe just make another sequel, maybe a hard reboot. Who knows? Scary movie. Oh yeah, I appreciate it. I definitely need to check out your lives and see. I kind of scrolled, saw your shorts, saw your long formatted videos. But yeah, definitely gave me more so a general idea on how to structure some live events and live shows and live streams. So yeah, most definitely. Again, by the way, I don't know why I didn't really register like your character or the way that you conduct yourself on stream. Fantastic, fantastic. I should have assumed given the fact that you told me that you knew who Ozzy was, and you're doing uh, quite a few bit of shows when it comes to sideshow. But yeah, definitely love your content. It reminds me of, you know, doing the freak show that we used to do at Albuquerque, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Um, Interview with the Vampire. That one is great. That one's fantastic. That was great. And Rice. And Rice. You know, chat, some of you guys have been with me for quite some time. Quite some time. I know that my choice of partners aren't the best, you know? I'm kind of nervous, chat. I'm kind of nervous because what's going on recently. Kind of nervous. What happened? We don't know, chat. We don't know. Sorry, knocked over that. We don't know, but I'm nervous. Just know that I'm nervous because there's a lot going on and I'm trying to keep it like super contained because mainly I hate being disappointed. That's one thing. Because, you know, I'm not perfect. You know, it's very difficult trying to put yourself out there, you know, especially when you're doing the whole artistic journey. So there's been a lot of confliction with that. You know, but what's up, friend? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week so far. Well, thank you so much for your subscription. Really do appreciate it. If you want to check out some of my videos, by all means. But just so you know, about 80 to about 90% of the videos that are up right now, I'll be get I'll be getting rid of here soon because we've been pretty much filming for the past few months trying to replace a lot of the pre-existing content and yeah, so if you want to check out those videos by all means, but like I said, about 80 to 90% of those videos will get replaced because we're trying to make room for the new content. you for your subscription. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Something personal or professional? It's like a little bit of like personal too. A little bit of personal, you know, but it kind of coincides with the professionalism. It's because, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of this journey, you know, alone. I don't want to just because a lot of it is lonely, you know. It does get boring. Like I don't think that it's as cut out as a lot of people would think it is. It's very just black and white. So obviously, you know, I would love to have someone to share it with, you know. So it there's a lot of that going on. Um, you have questions, Jamal? Why did it happen? Well, if you don't mind me asking, what do you mean by attack? And I'm so sorry that you went through that. I really do. I am sorry for that. Gym position. Gym position. Ah, yeah. How did you know? Yeah, you know what's crazy? In John 3:16, it said, For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him shall not perish but have an everlasting life. Don't judge, dude. Come on, man. It says it in your little book. You don't judge. You get to know the character that's before you, and then you have a conversation. That's how you do it. You don't judge firsthand and then lead through scripture. You're never going to learn. You're never going to seek people from doing it. Cheers. Zero, who's that? Who's Zero? Sometimes we must connect with the fists. You're not wrong, you know. You can't be passive all the time. That was actually pretty good. I'm gonna have to use that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm back. How's everyone? How's everyone doing today? All right, chat. Who wants to see a magic trick? Who wants to see a magic trick? Right. The message is hitting for review. Let's see that. What did y'all say? What y'all say? What y'all say, Chad? What y'all say? Let's do some magic. Alright, bet. Got you, friend. I got you. Alright, Kat. Since you said let's do some magic, is it okay if I show you something that I'm working on right now? It may or may not work, but hey, that's why we try it out, right, chat? That's why we try it out. Okay, Kat, would you like to participate and help me with this trick? Yes, please. Okay, bet. So give me a second to set up and get this ready. Give a shout out to Kat and the chat, ladies and ghouls, and all those in between. Say, yay, Kat, because I'm going to use her for a magic trick. So give me a second, y'all. I gotta make sure that you guys can see what's going on. All right, Kat, I'm doing this all for you. All for you. All right, Kat. All right, cats, we're gonna try this. I went ahead and laid out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. We have a vape, we have dental floss, we have a coffin, we have this thing, and then we have a box cutter, and then we have headphones. Headphones, hey! It's a needle thing. It's a needle thing. So what I want you to do, Kat, is I'm gonna just go up here so you can see vape, dental floss, coffin, needle holder, box cutter, and headphones. So what I want you to do, Miss Cat, is I want you to think about these items. Once you think about said items, I want you to think of a number between 1 and, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 items. I want you to think of a number between 1 and 6. And whenever you think of a number between 1 and 6, I want you to type it in and enter down in chat so we all know what number you're thinking of. We're going to try this. We're going to try this. All right. I'll come up here. Cat said 3. 3. All right. So what I want you to do is think of 3. Wait, hold on. So 3. What we're gonna do, Cat, because we're gonna lock into you, 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get rid of. I'm gonna toss that right here. All right, we'll pretend this doesn't matter. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cat, I want you to name out 1 or 5. Since we eliminated 1 or 5. 5. Now I'll give you the decision, Cat, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can either keep it or get rid of it. What do you want to do, Cat? Do you want to keep it or get rid of it? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's completely up to you. You'll keep it. Okay. Cat gave you the decision. I'm going to show you right now these items right here. I was so confident that you would have kept this because I actually wrote numbers behind. This is 2. This says 4. This says 5. This says 6. But you said to keep this one right here, which is number 1. I wanted to make sure that I lock this in, cat. It's crazy. Because in my little wallet of wallets, I kept a prediction in here, mainly because I didn't want you to see what I was doing. But in here, literally one paper and one paper only. I actually wrote down, you would think it's crazy, but it says vape, number 1. And right there it says number 1, vape. How did you do that, cat? I have no idea. But thank you so much for participating in this little magic trick. And I gotta make sure that stays in there for next time. Thank you so much, Kat. You're fantastic. How was that, Chad? How was that? Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I gotta make sure I didn't flash that on camera and get in trouble. You know what I mean? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Would y'all like to see something else? With something that's a little bit more shocking? Do I like lasagna? Of course I love lasagna. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. That's funny. I like that one. All right, chat. Check this out. Check this out, chats. Some of you recurring viewers may know what to expect, but it's okay. We'll let the new viewers enjoy this for the first time. Nothing in the cup. Nothing. All right. This uses the orifices. There's a lot of really fun things you can do with your orifices, right? The eyes, the nose, the ears go down the same main tube as the throat. I'm going to show y'all something that I used to do with an apple seed. But then I was like, how can I elevate this experience? How can I make it more crazy for people to enjoy? So I came up with this, right? What's up, Frank? How are you? Four. if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna switch the song so we can get more in my vibe. How's everyone doing today, chat? How's everyone doing? If you can hear me, let me know down below. If you're excited, let me know down below. So if I start writhing in pain, at least I know you guys are enjoying it. But how is everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. I appreciate everyone tuning in and vibing. I really, really do. So this one that I'm gonna show you guys, like I said, I used to deal with an apple seed. But me being Vince Williams, I'm like, how can I elevate this performance? How can I make it more shocking, more up to speed to my vibe, right? So this is what I came up with.
If you were sexually touched or abused as a child by someone connected to the LDS Church, this may matter more than you think.
All right, how was that, chat? How was that? Did you guys enjoy that? Was that cool? Was that weird? How was that, everybody? Yeah, stay here and you will see the magic. Snort it. How was that, chat? How was that? How was the mentalism? Was that pretty cool? Great, strange, cool. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Loved it. Super. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. How was the mind reading? Was that pretty cool? Something I was working on. I was trying to come up with something that was really cool. And I was like, well, maybe if I can come up with like, you know, like a number and getting someone to pick an item, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. As long as you guys enjoyed it, I appreciate it. How am I not Johnny Depp? Because Johnny Depp doesn't do this, right? You know, if you take a pin and a pin cap, there's actually like right there, you can actually get it at the perfect spot to get it to stick in. And whenever you need it back, you can just pop it out. Just like that. That's why I'm not Johnny Depp. Because Johnny Depp can't do that. My reading is crazy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. So let me see if this works. So if that mind reading demonstration worked, I'm going to show you a few cards, chat. I'm going to see you a few cards. I'm going to show you a few cards. But do not tell me what card it is. Just see one, okay? We got the 8 of hearts. We got the 5 of clubs, the 7 of spades, the 7 of diamonds, the 5 of hearts, the 8 of clubs. Just think of one. Think of one, chat. Think of one. Think of one. You got it? So think about it. Think about it. Do not type it. Just think about it, because the more that you think about it, you can actually pull it from reality and make it almost seem like something happened. One card disappeared from the pack. But if it genuinely did, then your card will no longer be here in the pack. Your card will no longer be here in the pack. And the more that you see, the less that you do. Are you part of the trap? Are you in there? Pretty wild, right, chat? Pretty wild. I don't even know how it's done, to be honest. I have no idea. No idea. Pretty weird, right, chat? Pretty weird. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. You guys are fantastic. I really do appreciate it. Freaks, you know it. You know it. Who wants to be normal when you be a freak? Who knows? Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Tell you what, chat. Who wants to help me out with this next trick? Who wants to help me out? Let me know down below. Who wants to help me out with this next trick? Who wants to help me out, chat? Who wants to help me out? Who wants to help me out, chat? Who wants to help me out, chat? Let me know. Who wants to help me out? Who wants to see a magic trick, chat? Who wants to see a magic trick, chat? Well, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. I do. Okay, big profit. We'll try you. Why not? Why not? Have you seen any of the magic tricks that I've done before? And I only ask so I can figure this out. Cat, you said you're down. Awesome. You're new? Okay, Prophet. I appreciate that. I really do. So tell you what, Prophet. I'm gonna see if I have enough cards. I should, but I want you, Big Prophet, to think of a card. Once you think of a card, I want you to type it in and hit send down in chat so we can see what your card is. I'm gonna be right back.
What's this? Was this here the
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at your card that you hit enter in, and hopefully I have that card in the pack. So let me double check. Jack of Hearts. So the reason why I have you say that is it is a free choice. See, Jack of Hearts. Okay. So Jack of Hearts, big profit. So what we're gonna do, usually I would do this if you were here, but obviously you're not. So the Jack of Hearts, what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna write down big profits, which is your at big profit. All right, big profit. It might be a little difficult to read, but hopefully you can see it. So that's it right there, right? Big profit. Big profit. Big profit. Right there. Big profit. On the back of the Jack of Hearts. Big profit. Now the idea is that typically if you were here, I would give you this card so you can hold on to, put it in your pocket, whatever the case may be. Obviously, since you're not here, what we're going to do is I'm going to place it right up in here. So hopefully you guys can see it at all times. Okay? So I'm going to give a deck a couple of cuts, just like so. And who else wants to help me out in chat? Whose name should I put? Who wants to help me out? So as I'm giving this pack of cards some shuffles, hopefully someone in chat will nominate themselves so I can use their name. Okay, who is that? Jen? Okay, Jen. We're going to use you, Jen. So I've been giving the deck a few random cuts. All right, Jen. We're going to go ahead and give... Let's say right there. Right there might be the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that card. Or you know what? I'll give it a couple cuts. All right. And we'll take this one, which is the 2. The 2. What we'll do is we'll take the 2. And who was it? Jen. I'll go ahead and put your at, which is Jen. R66. Show you 2 heart or 2 diamonds. give you so you can see that your card. So hypothetically, let's say that the card that you picked will keep right here. In this one, right, that I had profit, right? All you gotta do, it doesn't matter how far the people are, as long as that connection, that energy is together. It doesn't matter. As long as that connection's there, they'll always find each other. Big Profit, Jen, just like that. Isn't that weird, chat? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird, chat? What's up, friend? How are you? Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I really, really, really do. Tell you what. Who wants to help me out with this one? Who wants to help me out with this one? We're going to try something new. We're going to try something that I haven't done before, but we're going to try it here on stream. Before we do that, chat, thank you so much, first and foremost, for hanging out, vibing, checking out some magic, and participating. Before we go any further, who here in chat has seen what I can do with popcorn kernels or Tic Tacs? Who here is familiar with the orifices? Chat, let me know. Who here is familiar with the orifices? Let me know, chat. Let me know. Nope. Doing it right. Just got home from work. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I did a quick demonstration of what's possible with the orifices, right? What is possible with the orifices? I'm gonna show you guys one other thing that is achievable with the orifices, right? What's it about? 22. It's a size under an inch. But yeah, I did this routine with the orifices. But I'm going to show y'all here in a second what's achievable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and ghouls and all those in between. Here we go. Get rid of those. Nothing inside, chat. Fun fact, this was the exact routine that got me booked with America's Got Talent 2020. Earlier, I showed chat what is achievable with the orifices of their face. The eyes, the nose, the throat goes down a similar tube, right? I showed y'all what is possible with Tic Tacs. Now I'm going to show you what I'm known for. What I'm known for, ladies and gentlemen. In here. I have with me, you probably can't see it, but we're going to figure it out together, chats. Inside is exactly what you see, which is indubitably nails. Little baby nails. We'll take one out. Place some song within so it's not so black and white. Here we go, Chad. Here we go. How many magicians have you seen do a trick like this? Baby nail, ladies and gentlemen, baby nail. Here we go. Ready? You want me to get close, chat? You want me to get close? Here we go. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Ready? Isn't that cool, chat? Look at that. Let me try one more time. Let me try. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. But look, check it out one more time. One more time, chat. One more time. Ready? Everybody ready? One more time. Here we go. Here we go. A grown man acting like a fool that gets paid hundreds of dollars to do this exact act for everyone in chat. You're absolutely correct. I wouldn't have thought that people would have paid. But here we are. 20 years later, ladies and gentlemen. So even though the haters want to talk shit as if I'm not getting paid, in about 15 years, they'll be the same ones to yell on the top of their lungs, he's a goat. Wasn't that cool, ladies and gentlemen? Wasn't that cool? I appreciate everybody that wanted to check me out on social media and check me out on stream. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Kids, watch. A lot of my content isn't catered for kids, to be honest. Because obviously, magic is typically for kids. But I'm trying to change that so people can actually respect magic again. And magic doesn't have to just be catered to kids. Sometimes it could be inspirational for adults that have gone through shit, So it doesn't have to be just like that. So what does that even mean, bro? Pick your tricks probably, then sleep well. Chat, what does that mean? Help me decipher that. Help me decipher that. What does that mean? Pick your tricks probably, then sleep well. Let's try to decipher that together, chat. Let's try to figure that out. Try to figure that out, chat. Hold on, give me a second, everybody. Give me a second, y'all.